Let's find some normal probabilities. If you turn to page 121 in the course packet, let's take a look at problem number 1. So this problem reads, the amount of ore in tons in a segment of a mine is assumed to follow a normal distribution with a mean of 185 and a standard deviation of 40. So find the probability that the amount of ore is less than 175 tons. Well, let's go over to Excel for a second. And the very first thing that you should always do is identify the random variable. So let x be the amount of ore extracted from a segment. So you can think about this as being a random experiment. So the random experiment is where we remove the ore from a segment. And before we do this, we have no idea how large that segment is, and that's what makes it a random, experiment. We extract this ore, we weigh it, and then after we weigh it, we know, the amount of ore that we extracted. We should probably put this in tons too, just to keep our units straight. Now we know that the mean is 185. And we know that the standard deviation is 40. Let's go draw this. And so I'll go over to here and let's have a normal distribution. And we should probably label our axis. So this is x, the amount of ore that's in this segment. I think it's really helpful to label the mean and the standard deviation. So the mean here is 185. And the standard deviation is 40. Now let's go back to our problem. We're asked to find the probability that the amount of ore is less than 175 tons. Now by drawing it, it really helps you keep track which tail you're after. Excuse me. So let's go back, and somewhere around here is the value 175. And what we need to do is find the area in this tail. Now, the way that we often write this is we want to find the probability that x is less than 175. I better make that a little bit clearer. Kind of hard writing with a mouse. Now, the easiest way to find that is with the normaldist function. So if we go over to Excel, we can use normdist, norm.dist. The old version was normdist. And you can see what the arguments are. So we're going to put in a value 175. The mean is 185. The standard deviation is 40. The last argument asks whether we want a cumulative distribution, and we do want a cumulative distribution. What that means is we want to find the area to the left. That's what we mean by cumulative, is the area to the left. Now if we hit enter, you'll see it's about 40%. Notice that that cumulative distribution always refers to the left tail. We're going to find some other problems in a second where we have to find the right tail or a slice in the middle, but for now that's how we do the left tail. So the area is 0.40. Might as well write that in. So the area is 0.40. That's how you find the area in the tail of a normal distribution.